Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing? Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Male Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me insidethezone@gmail.com or call me 914-304-2592.
I got a mortgage customized to fit me.
Same day pre-approval on my loan. Wow!
Lower mortgage payments, so I have money to do more of the things that matter.
Happiness is owning my own crib.
Take advantage of our same-day mortgage pre-approval plus customized financing of up to 100% and enjoy low monthly payments. Happiness is home. Own it with BMBS.
This week's topic, hard years must feel. Were you cautioned against entering a business deal with your good friend and now you regret it? Or married someone who is just bad with money? Or told to watch what you eat, but you wouldn't listen? You even added bookwork on your full plate and now stressed. And oh, by the way, why you choose to walk up the hill? How you so sure you can walk back down? A Saturday morning runnings. Come, make we talk.
A very pleasant good morning to everyone. I hope nobody thinking I'm throwing stones this morning.
Me hear my name call right in the middle there. Right in the middle. Tonks. Tonks, Lady D. Tonks. Tonks. Me thank you. Me thank you. Me thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Let me Kimbo. Me thank you.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the show this morning, Saturday morning runnings. It's a very busy morning. We're here on our platform hosting Saturday morning runnings, which is aired on Saturdays from 10 to 11. But you know, we enjoy ourselves so much. We go up to 11:30. But this morning, we will be running from 10 to 11. There are so many things that we would like to do and accomplish throughout the day. And so to our viewers, those of you who are always coming in to say, let me catch it before it's done, I suggest you just send a note out to your friends to say they're ending at 11. So please be here. Welcome, ladies. How are you? This morning, our topic says, hard years must feel. And you know, how many times we hard-headed.
Audience pitting them rocks the one.
I'd say all of that too.
Never hear that one there before.
Thank you, Jackie. And sometimes we were so hard-headed or even still hard-headed. We hold on to something that we believe as so it go. And all when somebody say, hey, I know, really? So you are convinced that as so it go. And until you meet your own demise, right?
Yeah.
Coming to the edge of the truth.
Shortcut, draw blood.
All that too.
Yes, me know that
you
one.
You went to pull them out. Which is
yes.
Because remember we had this show. Remember we had this show about the Proverbs.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I remember.
And I heard you reading some the other night. Thursday night.
Yeah, I was reading some. So good morning, everyone. Again, welcome. We are aiming to have a good laugh, learn something about each other, and do great things here on the platform this morning. Jax, how you do?
Me do good, I've been eating book leaf
Right.
all from all along because I have finals coming up next week. I scraped through my my exams, passed the 2 classes so far,
Great.
but I have to pass
Wonderful.
the finals. So pray hard, go down on no knee, fast, and no fast in a people business. Just fast.
Business, right.
No problem, ma'am. And since I had already mentioned in the ad, that summer we got take up book work.
Exactly. I know say that was for me.
Where is the stone lick your Jackie?
Don't let me hear me ball out.
Then when you fling stone in the house, when you want to squeal at me lick.
Hey, so Max, which one was yours? I don't know if it's going up the hill. Me not sure.
You never know what is funny that you say like that's the part of the ad that I admired most with the couple walking up the hill. I think that was just so cute. It took me right back to Jamaica in the country where you take shortcut.
Right.
You know where you walk
That's
through
how
a
I remember
shortcut.
the shortcut drop road when I saw that.
Yes, when I saw that, it took me right back there. Sometimes it amazes me the kind of pictures you find and these little clippings that you use for these ads. They're just so unusual and different. And you're doing an awesome job where that is concerned.
Thank you.
Very
and the
good.
thing
I
about
love it.
the thing about our giftings in different areas, as I see the visual, then the script just comes naturally for me.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, the script just comes naturally.
Yes.
So it tutus me box that off.
All right. No.
Yeah.
I noticed. Very good.
So I'd like to say welcome. Max, you good? You good?
Yes, I'm good. I'm very busy too. This week was very busy for me the past week. And I'm gonna be having some very busy days because I have some assignment. Me go back to school. I'm getting I have a poem to write, a request to write a poem in English and Patois. So I have that to work on. I have a 60th birthday that I'm gonna be emceeing and I have to write a piece for the person who's celebrating. So my writing skills I will be pouring out on paper for the next few weeks. But I love what I do and I'm happy.
Absolutely. And I love it the same.
Yeah.
I would like to welcome our audience. As always, please share. Don't just sit down. I am going to keep repeating it every week. Not just sit down there and watch this something. Share it and say, hey, Matty, Sue, Tom, Mas Jazbo, somebody.
Lord of mercy. One day we have to do some names because you go call somebody in this day and age that name now. Them ask which era you come from. Because people don't name them pitney them names anymore. They name them Apple and Gourmet
and Double Barrel
and Moet and Chandon and these things.
Names they can't spell and pronounce.
So this week,
all them names, I know people names so.
Right.
So that's
who gave me a joke this week? It was Ethan. Ethan had given us a joke this week about the same name thing, and he said no, it was somebody else, and he was confirming, like the person's name is ABCDE.
Jesus.
ABCDE, and it's pronounced Amj, something like that. So
beg your pardon.
Yes. So people
my
can
niece mother they gonna name her KC.
And that was it.
K and C and it done. Thank you.
So this week too, I had a little downtime at work. I needed it, and I sat before the phone, and it just popped in my head about Saka.
Was that when you dressed up like Cinderella?
Yes, I'd actually gone to the 47th precinct, had their annual breakfast.
Oh.
So that's where I had gone to the breakfast and returned to work. So
it was a breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
The handbag looked like Cinderella carriage where she driving.
Same so.
So when I saw the Saka video, I wonder wait, then I walk with it look like she even like a chicken.
No, sir. It just popped in my head. And I'm like, Saka. Because me remember having to kill the fowl.
Yes.
And I murdered
I
quite
did
a few.
I did too.
You murdered quite a few.
And if the knife
No wonder
dull,
you know why I eat it now.
if the knife dull, that's when you saka the chicken
That's
neck.
when you Saka when the knife
If the
dull.
knife dull.
And if you were trying to sharpen the knife on the stone or
Yes.
near some barbecue or something, that's not sufficient. The file have made it dull. So that made it, aye. Anyway, that's not the show. But
that's another show.
That's another show. That is indeed another show. Welcome, everybody.
Yes.
So let's do our hellos quickly and start talking now about hard years, because nothing we must can talk about hard years.
Mhm.
Ryan,
Big
you did
ol'.
hard years.
So Ryan says, hey. So good morning, King Ryan. Yes, King Dale, we see you.
Good morning to
So
the king.
in the rain. Rain is falling, and as a matter of fact, the pen relays is in progress since yesterday. The poor picnic them running rain. The foreign ones kind of used to it, but those from the Caribbean and so on, I'm hoping they are well today.
And remember, at this time of year, it is still chilly, because I used to go to the chilly every almost back-to-back year time. And whenever you go there, you make sure you bring your big jacket or your blanket, because when you're up in the stands,
the stands
all the way up
is
there,
cold, man.
It gets very cold up there. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
In that brick.
Now when the sun take you up there, it's still the same too. When it gets warm,
yeah. So, and I didn't go this year, but customarily I would be there. Yeah. But I'm watching live as we speak.
You see, I know.
Okay.
So see over there. So
she's
about
on
11
a
o'clock.
live watching live.
Yes. So at 11, we will have some of our athletes in. The 4x4s.
Okay.
It's a series of 4x4s all the way up to about 5 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
All right.
Them change up the whole settings.
Ryan, there are certain languages I will not be able to put up. Okay. So anyway, he says, we need to get the cooking on the road in this rain. That's all to do. Okay. Boiled soup.
Yes.
And porridge.
Charles is here. Charles says, good morning, family. Good to be with you again. Good to be with you.
I see very
blessings to you, Miss
Charles, are you back yet? Because remember, the lady who raised her passed. So.
Oh yeah.
So she had to travel.
Yes. Morning, Dre. Good to see you. We have to go get some award show going on for everybody. Andrea says the Africans names that they don't know the meaning of. The people who are naming their children.
Tell me about it.
Yes, we have in rains. Okay, so morning to everyone. Oh, she says yes, she's back. So good morning.
Okay.
Welcome everybody. So hard years must feel. So
you did hard years. You did hard years, Max?
Yes, man, hard years.
You were.
Yes, man. We did have a little bit of hard years when we grew up. Trust me. Them said I'm Scorpio, and they say that Scorpio people are stubborn. We're set in our ways.
I'm a little bit.
And I have to agree. I have to agree. I remember as a child growing up, little people never forget, because it seems like things that happen to you when you're really young, when you're really small, those things tend to stay in your brain and forever. And I remember there was this guava tree across from our house. The land across from our house was not our land, but it was right across. I could see the guava tree with all the nice juicy yellow guava, and even the green ones too I enjoyed. So my grandmother forbid me from going over there, but as soon as I back turned, I was over there. And I remember one day I climbed the guava tree because the ripe ones were far up, really high up, and I couldn't get a stick to pick them. So I decided to climb the guava tree, and I climbed the guava tree, and of course I got the guavas off. But lo and behold, me jump off of the guava tree, me slide down, and the limb grabbed my dress, ripped the frock that me have on, and scratch up my belly, scrape up the whole of my stomach. So of course, me can't tell my grandmother. First of all, I have to go talk out the frock tear. But me can't even, yes, I have to tell all the fact here. But me can't even tell us my belly cut because you know what's going to happen. And of course, we couldn't show her the cut on my belly. Me had to doctor it myself. But of course, I got to find whooping for the frack of me tear from climbing to go over a tree because I was told not to go over there. I mean, it wasn't our place. But you know, kids are back then. You see nice dudes to go over. Of course, you have to pick it. You're on holiday from school, so every fruit that are in season, you want to get a taste of it. So that was a story of our days.
So it's ironic.
Feel the most pain. And because I felt the pain in both directions because me get a beating. Plus, me have my stomach scrape up and I couldn't show it or say anything to anybody.
Jesus. So how the healing went? Well, the
healing went okay because my grandmother was a lady of concoction. She always have this for pain and that for rub. So whatever was around there, I put it on my belly. And of course, it got better because it wasn't a deep cut, but it was really scratched up, ugly, you know. But, you know, it got better. And it healed without any scars or anything. But you know, that story never left my head.
No, that must see. Okay.
That's ironic because I think I gave you guys a story about me and the guava tree already. So Max, you and I both.
Guava tree.
We have a guava tree.
You have a relationship.
We have a guava tree in the yard, Lady D. Grandma was right next to the house, the lime tree. The line that she hung the clothes on, right next to the house. So the guava tree is a little way down, you know, on the land from there. And she keep telling me not to follow the boys and go on the tree. But me used to love climb and anything them do, play marbles, anything. I was there. I and they show me and I play marble. I climb the tree. All banana tree me climb.
That's true.
My eldest brother went up in the guava tree, and then because I'm the little one, my second brother, he stayed down and I was in the middle. So when him hold on to my hand, my big brother, he held on to my hand because he was up in the tree. My other brother, my bottom was sitting on his head and he pushed me up.
Lord.
I will look up and he pushed me up and him pulled me up and then said, "We must hold on here." So I held on and him pushed me now and using hand and push me up, and my other brother pulled me up until we get up in the tree. And not realizing that grandma was standing by the line, just looking at us. We all unconcerned get up in this guava tree, go pick the guava. You see, when they look up and see grandma said, "Didn't I tell you not to go up on that tree?" Them jump off of the tree and left me up in the tree. So me I jump now. Swear to God, to me reach a ground when me jump.
Oh dear.
Grandma used to sew, so she used to make bloomers for me. When I jump, one of the tree limb hitch on in the bloomers.
Oh,
and
Lord
when
Jesus.
I thought I was on the ground, I wasn't. I was just swinging in the air like this.
Oh, gee.
And guava limb,
Right.
guava limb is one of those wood, one of those trees that it bends, and it doesn't really break easily. So
yes, that's true.
I was just suspended in the air, swinging like this, and then finally, finally it gave way, and I was booped flat out on the floor. And Grandma said, "Come here, come to me." So you know, so on top of that, we get beat.
Then Jackie, you know land heavy, you know hurt nowhere.
Listen, luckily it wasn't a very big tree, but because we were small, it just seemed like it was giant. Because I was small, it seemed like it was giant. So me know, say me lick me knee and me belly and chest and all that, but me never hurt anywhere.
Right.
Maybe a few little scratches, but nothing like what Max got.
Right. So Herman, so you turned puppet on a string.
Yes, Herman, I saw me a swinging on. I never forget that. I saw me a swing like a fly.
no.
Next thing, could I just put on 2 wings and just take off? But it was Those childhood days, oh my God, these
I am
kids
telling
don't even experience half of these. When you look back, those were fun. It was nice, even though you get a few slaps and a little beating.
Yes,
It was just the
absolutely.
best.
And the thing about it is because we were playing outdoors, we
Yes.
didn't have our
Yes.
gadgets where we just sit down and we had bend down in it for the whole day. Because if
Yeah,
you're not
yes.
careful, you will sit there with your phone or your tablet or your laptop
Yeah.
and you're just in it. But as children, we were outside a lot
Yes.
and
Yes.
playing and having fun. So half the time, I don't know if there's a child who any given day didn't go home with something. A buck toe, come here, used
What?
to, pop
You
toe,
buck off
buck
my toe,
toe,
man.
chip up.
Crack
Some,
to yes.
I
yeah,
buck off my toe and the nail and the skin come off and lie down one side.
yeah, and that happened to me.
Yes, and then
And
when
I
we go
found the
when we
doctor
go
Wow.
when
didn't
we
do
go
it.
home without my shoes, I have my shoes in my hand, me have to hide my foot behind the other foot because say grandma told me not to take the shoes off and go down a Jankro Gully, one place named Jankro Gully. So we are playing. They love the playing. And Dolly House and them something there run go down Jankro Gully, buck off my toe. Listen to me. The nail and the skin hang over. If you see me, I try to doctor it and I try not to cry because nothing was more painful. I didn't even
Yes,
realize that
man.
Yes.
it would have grown back.
And when you look, because
Yeah.
my right big toe, me did buck it off, the nail and everybody just
Lord
scatter
have
on a
mercy.
big stone. At the time I was
Oh
living off,
Lord.
yes, man. That time I never got country yet. I was
Mhm.
at Miss Denny living in Kingston when my sister and I were boarded. And may I tell you, she had a big stone right at the front of the veranda, and it's a big house off Linders Road. And listen to me now. Me as cat, they always tell you, no run through the living room. So a town we live, they say living room, right? When we
Yes.
go country, became acquainted with the
Hall.
term hall,
Hall.
Oh yes. No, they
living
are.
room. And that evening, you remember it was Saturday, we used to sit down, all the children would gather and we sit down and watch Ringding.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened is Miss Denny had her elder daughter was a nurse. So we loved that young woman so much. So as we would see her coming through the gate, some of us excited, we run out to meet her. They tell me not to run out because we would have to be jumping over other children to get out to the veranda. They said,
Yes.
Denise, don't get up. I mean, get up. I mean to say me, after me little, me love run, I mean to say me jump over the pick them, and running to her. But I didn't remember about the stone. When you're excited,
Yes.
listen to me now.
Yes.
Me think me clear this stone. Maybe that's why I became a hurdler. Me think me clear this stone.
You think you
That's why she became a hurdler.
Me think me clear this
you're
stone.
right.
Me,
Yeah,
all
listen.
me know, me feel something.
Aye.
All I remember is that
sir.
I felt something. And then me run to her and something. But then, when you start feel a sting, when me look
Yes.
down, all me see are the flesh and me the
Oi.
toe, the nail come off.
Oi.
Ugh.
And she
Wow.
looked down and she said she's so concerned now because other children follow me, right? So we all run out to meet her. And so but being a nurse, she had to carry me. So, the whole Ringding affair get disrupted. So she had
Yes.
to go play doctor nurse.
Doctor you.
Doctor
Attend to
nurse.
you.
But I have very quick healing
Okay.
properties in my body. Make heal quickly.
good.
Yes.
So in no time it heal up. So that was one hard years I learned. I have more, but anyway. So if you want to share your story, good morning, Noveline. How are you? And we would like to apologize for Sherns and Jen this morning. Sherns said if she can, she would join. So I'm
Yeah,
not
she
sure
had
she's going to
to.
be able to.
She had to
But
burn.
yes, but we are hoping that she will be well. And Jen is not able to join us. So good morning. So hi, Noveline. Good morning, Lady D. Then she called out my whole name. I saw my name feature.
The whole government.
And all platform, yes, blessing.
So like today at school.
Hey. Morning. Oh my Sherry's here. Morning, Sher. So good to see you. Sher, you have no
Hi,
hardest
Cher. How are
story.
you?
I know
Great
you,
to see you, Cher.
We know Sher have so hardest story, dear. So we would love
Yeah,
to
me
hear
know
some.
Sharon have one. Me know Sharon have the Fritz story.
Max, you know things about share.
The Fritz,
No, man.
I like that. Me know Sharon, you know. We are come from far.
So Andrea says she was a hurdler in Canada. There you go.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't jump
Okay.
over that stone when lady did walk off her
Yes.
toe. All
Me
right.
telling you, man.
Absolutely. She go down and clear the stone.
Yes, Cher.
What?
So Cher, drop one in here in a abbreviated
Oh my
version.
goodness.
Dropped one in here for us. So she say yes, enough.
Enough, yes.
Wait, Ryan,
I
you don't
did.
have no story.
We know
We know
Ryan
you,
must
you
have
know.
something hidden.
Hard,
Ryan must
yes.
have something hidden there.
Mhm. We know you and you're strong willed too.
Ah, what?
So Herman, I know you have enough. You put some right here when you have a moment. But good morning,
Yeah.
everyone. So hard years, man. And you know,
Yeah,
of
you know,
course, it is.
I have a recent one.
Mhm.
I have a very recent one. Recent,
All
like
right.
about 2 weeks
Let's
ago.
hear it,
About 2
Max.
weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the front, my front entrance to my house is pretty. It's low, and you know, lady, do you know the house is situated? So during the
Yes.
summertime, the lizards sometimes come on the patio on the front and the little here and there. And I always said, and a few years ago, a lizard came in the house twice during the summer, and I'm deadly afraid of lizards.
Oh gosh.
So sometimes normally we'll open the door and leave it open. I always make a noise. I said, normally you need to lock the door because I don't want no lizard coming in here. I always said that to him. And of course, you lock it sometimes, you leave it open and I go and close it. So about 2 weeks ago, I went to the mailbox to put a mail in the box. Leave the door open because it was early in the morning, probably about now. I think early enough. And I left the door open. When I put the mail in the box and turn around and come back to the door, you know what happened? A lizard was in the house right on the mat.
Aye.
The same
How
thing
big?
I argued with
How
Norman
big?
about is the same thing I did.
How big?
The lizard was
a
on the mat.
How
How
big a
big?
lizard?
I
How
figure it's
big?
not that big.
How big?
No, but it's one of those, you know, the ground lizard, all them shiny and move fast.
Mhm.
Yes, and it was pretty long. Because let me tell you, I don't care the size, I'm scared of lizard. I don't like them. And let me tell you something, the whole neighborhood was up with my noise. I was screaming from outside to Norman to come and get the lizard out. And he wasn't hearing me because he was upstairs. It was the same Saturday morning. We never had a show, I think. I think it was a Saturday
Last
morning.
My
week.
goodness.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I was screaming to him and he wasn't hearing me. So, good job I had my phone in my hand. I had to call him on the phone to come get Lizard. When he come and says he was so upset because of the fact that I quarreled with him to lock the door and I was the one who left the door open because I thought I was just going to come right back.
Yes.
But the
yes.
lizard was so quick, it was inside. Luckily, him chased and it went back outside. I'm telling you, I was so scared I ended up coming in the house through the garage. He had to open the garage door to let me in because I wasn't coming through the front door. The lizard was still on the step outside. So that's another hardest story.
That's another hardest.
You know,
all right.
Another hardest story. Me and the lizard. Yeah.
Yes. Great. So Cher says, okay, mom had her good shoes. Well, party a keep at school and braps and me and the shoes. Of course, when we reach home, who greet me at the front door? This she said the same big heel boot she take and beat me. We never trouble our things again. We know how that goes. Why is it that children always love to just be big before time?
Me don't know.
That's true. We won't get big before time, not knowing, some of the pitfalls of adulthood. So stay with us. It's 10:34. The show is brought to you by
I got a mortgage customized to fit me.
Same day pre-approval on my loan. Wow.
Lower mortgage payments, so I have money to do more of the things that matter.
Happiness is owning my own crib.
Take advantage of our same-day mortgage pre-approval plus customized financing of up to 100% and enjoy low monthly payments. Happiness is home. Own it with BMBS.
Welcome back. And I'd like to remind you that Natasha Service is the representative for the VM Group here in New York. Their offices are in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, rather. And, she was on with us when
The
was
week
it?
before.
2 weeks
Our
ago.
last show, the week before
Or
last.
last show,
Show.
2 weeks ago, because last week we did a rebroadcast, which I'm sure quite a few people watched if you hadn't watched it before. And I too had to watch it, and it was funny. Just sitting back and watching, because when you're in the throes of the program, you're not
Yeah.
really getting the chance to, you know,
You're right.
enjoy it like your viewers are. And so we want to say thanks to everyone. But we want you to support the VM Group here in the Brooklyn office. And she really provided us with some valuable information. Ricky was on with us, and I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, that was awesome.
yes,
Yeah.
the collaboration was great. So persons reached out to me at the end of the show and said, ask me for her information, which is the objective. You want your sponsors to benefit from their investment. And so please,
Absolutely.
if there are persons here and you are desirous of, owning property in Jamaica for investment purposes, because not many people are planning to return to Jamaica to live, but they believe in generational wealth, and so they can pass it on to their children can pass it on to their children and grandchildren. So we are asking you to support. I'll be providing the information in the ticker at the bottom, and then you'll be able to get the telephone number and all of that. So welcome. We are talking about hard years.
Hard years picnic.
Must
Hard
feel.
years
Must
boy.
feel.
All hard years man. Always hard years girl.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, adult.
Hard years. Yes.
So Ryan, how you break it up? So they say to me, now go on the road, and if you know me out there. Him say, off there. Then he says, so when, if I get back, the rest of the day is in the bathroom. At one time, I trash it. Oh dear. What you do? Mash up the- what is that? Right.
Oh Jesus, Ryan.
All righty. So for me now, I used to love ride bicycle. I never owned one of my own,
Lord.
but there was one of our handymen, Coco, who had a bicycle. My Uncle Jim, my Aunt Emma, and myself, we would take Coco's bicycle and just go ride. And I think he got less out experiences out of the bicycle. We got, because of course,
people lady tell us these stories.
Not true.
So our stories are outstanding, trust me.
No. We would be riding it a lot. And because he has to work on the grounds, he never had the opportunity to ride bicycle like that. Him ride come to work. If him and him break, he ride go down a crossroad or wherever, right? But we know we would just take it. And I think it had to do, because we could take the bicycle, right? In working on your property with your family, he might go afraid to say, no, you can't take my bicycle. So there was that. I think looking back, no, we were very intimidated, but we would just take the bicycle and go on with it. So I would ride that bicycle when I reach home from school on weekends, to the point now where we caused the brake to fail.
Yes, no.
The chain pop.
Or it come to bump.
The bicycle.
and Princess knows Coco. So, and none of us thought that maybe a way should be made to repair it. So it pop off. We only telling it pop off.
Nobody
has to make we trump up change to to fix it back. I'm telling you, looking back now, it was wrong. It was wrong. And so we now develop the skill of riding a bicycle without brake. So the foot is the brake, right? You know how to put your foot and make it scrape. Hello.
Yes, screech.
The bicycle can stop. And we really should have either go get it repaired, but we still have to the point where one of the time we ride the bicycle till it done, we end up put it up on our old garage zinc top.
The man bicycle?
The bicycle. As of today, Coco. And I wonder if any compensation. As of today, the bicycle never buy back. But that aside.
So put that on your bucket list.
Yes, but that aside.
Is Coco still alive?
Yes, Coco's still alive.
All right, so you owe Coco a bicycle.
You didn't even buy about Coco bicycle.
So, it so happened that I used to just sail down that road, with no brake. And my overseer and pastor at the time, Pappy Graham, his wife, affectionately called Mammy, she would see me passing our gate, So her gate, as you pass her gate, there is a slope that takes you right into the crossroad. Sharon.
Coco, I thought of it. I was gonna say Coco must graduate from bicycle to car. No, for real.
Sharon, we agree.
I agree. I was thinking the same thing.
So this is a particular man. My grandfather now, Daddy already said to me when he see me leave out with the bicycle, girl, hurry up and come back. I say, yes, Daddy. So me I watch time. Me now watch on, but you mark time by the the time I get darker and darker, right?
Yes, so you use something to judge time.
Me go around a back road. That time they all run a back road. Some part of back road. No have not name pavement, a pure stone. And when you see me ride that bicycle, I mean ride and pass center. So around center side now, nice road. You can speed this up. Right? And then me I learn now how to mount, to go back up the little descent up across road.
Oh, yes.
And me ride. So Daddy see me one time again, when me pass. Him said, Dennis, time for coming. Me picture my grandfather now, and I'm in green overall. And in boot when
bush jacket.
No. The men would wear their nice it's a suit.
Suspenders. Oh.
It's a suit, but the men who wear them grown, it's not khaki, is that army green.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
I know
so Daddy have on his, and me say, all right, Daddy, soon come, and me a zips past gate, gone down. So finally now me go around me track and come back. Just, sometimes you have to say, is either the Lord was saying, Dennis, stop here at the gate, or is the devil say, if you pass again? Because just as me I go turning to the gate with speed as we always do, coming off no break. So whatever speed you come on, me I turn in. There I land up into the shema maca. We had one pile of shema maca that grew up into the sand. A pile of sand was there.
Lord help me.
And shema maca grew up. Shame old lady. When me look at me and the bicycle gone over into the shame old lady. The bicycle on top of me, the wheel a spin. Me I try get off the bicycle. Me can't call for help. And Daddy is nowhere inside. Because Daddy gone back inside. So nobody now see this whole
drama
crisis. So I managed to push the bicycle off me. And as I'm pushing the bicycle, I felt a pain. When me realized the right thumb sprain, instant pains, and it started to swell.
Wow.
So how you manage this now? You either are going just jump up out of the shame old lady, or you have to go press down in it to ease up yourself.
God have mercy.
Yes.
Everything happened one time. Finally, in
Oh,
pain from the
Lord.
shame old lady. Because you know when you drop in at that thing, when it ready for joke, you know.
Oh, yes.
It's a
No,
joke left,
pretty.
right,
I
and
know.
center.
Yes.
So I managed to come out of it. Me push the bicycle. Me take my time, go put it back where Coco always keep it.
And she came back in.
then, I don't understand. Just reliving the thing. So me, I take time, walk with my finger. I tiptoe on the back porch to go into the kitchen.
I can't make Papa see her.
We reach kitchen, put on the kettle. Time the night get dark now, you know, me should have really inside long time. Put on the kettle and who passing by? Uncle Jim. My uncle. So me think me can confide in my uncle. Me say, Uncle Jim, me drop off a Coco bicycle, my finger spray, and him look at it. Him say, no, well, you have to tell mama. I'm like, no, not tell her. Come me know my grandmother. She never beat. Mama don't beat. She leave that to them.
Yes.
Listen now. Him well help, you know. Him make sure take the water. Him get piece of old rag. And him bear down. So me think me good, you know. Uncle Jim help bear the finger, all of that. So when me a tiptoe in a hall now, to go over our side of the room, and he me see a diverter go over to mama room.
Lord, in chat now.
Oh, you know, Uncle Jim gone over the God because at some point she gonna know.
Yes.
Relay the story to her. So my grandmother called me over and she had some, I don't remember what it was, but she rubbed it. And she even asked how it feel and all of that, being the grandmother that she is. So that was Thursday. Friday, because me I go high school by then, you know. Friday, me get up in the morning. Now ask me how me da go right, but we will figure it out. Me get up like me used to. Auntie Paula was working at JN in Maypen, so we used to get up together and get ready and leave out. So me I get ready, so Auntie Paula no leave me. And then when we got to my grandmother now, for me, lunch money and bus fare. She hear me address the whole time. Mama hear me address and do everything. When we got to her, she asked me where me going.
So let me grandmother see if I go and say where you go.
So me I wonder why she asking me where me going.
Not school you go.
Me say, Mama, me come for my lunch money and my bus fare to go school. She said, but you're not going anywhere.
No,
so you know, me did now I plead the case. She said, go back, go lay down. So me take, what me go do? Me take off my clothes. So me think, so me say, fine, no school. Maybe she just go make me stay home and so. As I am wrapping up my story for the morning, later in the morning, I heard Baba Chalkin. Now, Baba Chalkin is with Gardner. So Baba Chalkin come and now Baba Chalkin, he wear any color. He love suspenders. He wear pretty and plaid anything. So in dress. So in come and in call out to mama and daddy and in report that he's here to cut the yard. So me inside only I listen to this greeting and something.
Conversation.
When me hear my name call, mama called. She said, Baba Chalkin is here to cut the yard. I am to go for the wheelbarrow. You think that was it? So me go for the so with much pain, me not say nothing to her because me no want worsen the whole day. I managed to go down to the little part of the cub, get the wheelbarrow, me carry it and me give to Baba Chalkin. When he started to cut the yard, me inside, she called me back. She says, I am to get the rake. And as Baba Chalkin is cutting the yard, I'm to rake up the grass and pack it into the wheelbarrow.
Oh, Lord.
I mean to say that was it. That time the Baba Chalkin in him head must see, but he no want say nothing to Mama. But he must say, what on earth is this? Why, Miss Ruby?
Yes.
Because here I am to cut the yard. Right? And for the
that was
whole
a punishment.
Day, for the whole day, as Baba Chalkin cut lawn and this and that, Denise had to rake, pack it in the wheelbarrow. And that was all I'm going to give you at this time.
Your punishment. That was your punishment.
Yes, that is it.
That was punishment enough because you must have been in pain
Listen to me now.
be raking.
I never feel pain. So any little break me get, me run in a bathroom. And because at the time we still had running water in the pipe before water did just disappear from the community. Me would have go inside, run under the pipe, and
cool it down.
Hi. So after all of that, day was ended. She calls me. She said, "Let me see your finger." Time all my cousin them, nobody can say nothing. Everybody know the demise. She says, sit down here. And so she got more of the something and rub it and she wrap it. And she asked me if me have homework that a Friday, you know. Friday. She said if me have homework, me can go do my homework so that me can have my weekend. As if to say, oh well.
Yeah.
So that's it with my story for this month.
Missy Herman have something up here to Lady D.
What she say?
Go pick somebody's tangerine.
Oh. Oh, she said she remember Mommy and Papi Graham.
Herman said she go pick somebody's tangerine and wash back her up in the tree.
Princess. Oh, this. Oh, Carol. Oh, you know Carol. Carol said Coco is still without a bicycle.
Conscious are so guilt the pie, you know, lady.
Carol said, Carol Miller, Eddie Miller, one of Eddie Miller's sister, Philly. Carol says, Coco is still without a bicycle, still walking.
Still walking.
Boy.
Coco a bicycle.
Andrea said, my husband used to ride bicycle without brake, wear out the shoes bottom, of course.
Yes, you have to stop, you have to rub the shoes bottom.
Listen, 7 brothers me have. And the stories, the bicycle stories, one of my brothers, the one who lives in Texas, his nickname is actually Ryder.
Oh.
And it was because of bicycle, because Junior was somebody who, audience, Junior don't listen to nobody, man. When they said don't go, Junior gone.
Mm-hmm.
Junior get on that bicycle, you hear? And what next thing we know, people around come, Junior sail off of the bicycle, off of the hill in Hampstead where we used to live in Brunel Bay. Sail off of the hill. And you know those fence that they used to make up with they used to have with they make the fence out of stone. Just pack stones and make the fence, and then they'll have and then they'll have the barbed wire, you know, on top of it. So they have the barbed wire fence on top of it, and the stone is packed at the bottom. And so, and let me tell you something, Junior tear down one whole fence. Everything come off of the hillside down in the road. When him fly off of that bicycle that day.
Oh Lord.
He fly for the bicycle and land over in the fence up on top of the fence. The road is down here and the banking. Him tear down everything, come down in the road. So Junior was called Ryder from there.
Yeah. But you know, ladies, but we're here reminiscing and talking about most of what we have discussed so far is childhood situation, but there are some adult situations too where audience feel pain.
Absolutely.
I know of a
Absolutely.
situation. I know of a situation. I know of a story. This is true, where a wedding was planned for a family member. The husband lived in Jamaica. The family member lived here in the United States, and the wedding was planned. And before the wedding actually took place, they found out the family found out that this guy wasn't the guy for the girl.
Okay.
But because sometimes the plan already, they still went through with the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, the wedding, because everything was planned and purchased and the whole 9 yards, the wedding
They just went
took
through it.
place. They just went through it. And it so happened that, of course, the young lady lived here in the States. The young man lived in Jamaica. And she happened to have been visiting in Jamaica and was staying at a hotel. And of course, with the husband. And, he robbed her, took her money,
Really?
and left her stranded in the hotel. Yes. She had
Oh,
to be
gee.
My
rescued by another
God.
family member.
Oh,
She had to be
gee.
rescued by another family member to go get her from the hotel. He just
Mhm.
took her money and gone. When she in a shower, he just take her money and gone through the door.
Oh, man.
Take her all the money that she had. Yeah, so
Wow.
so we're reminiscing childhood and we talk, but adults too still don't listen, and we don't hear. Sometimes we think because we have the things planned the way we have it planned and the way we have it set up in our head and in
Mm-hmm.
our mind, we think we have to go through it. But sometimes we have to just break down stuff and forget about it in order
Yeah.
to save ourselves, save our lives.
Yes,
Which
yes.
Yeah.
sometimes we just do, yeah.
Mhm.
So it's good that we're laughing, but there are serious situations that happens
Absolutely.
in family, whether it's in marriage or in kids and parents and stuff like that. So
Yes.
we can't make, because of face value, we get into situations and not save ourselves.
Absolutely.
So
And it,
we've been laughing and grinning about our childhood days, but there's some serious situations too.
Yes.
and
Agree.
growing up too, you always hear your grandparents or parents, they always say, be careful of the company you keep. Or they'll say, show me a
Yes.
company and it tells me who you are. And you wonder what are they talking about? But as you grow up, you realize I grew up hearing that, but I was always closer to my grandmother, so the whole heap of friend thing I didn't really have, but I took those
Mm-hmm.
words literally, and when I was old enough to understand what they meant, I realized how much I could have how much disappointment I could have had if I didn't listen to those words. And I'm able to
Yes.
impart that with my own child and also his friends too. And he has gone through some situations too where if he had listened, if it wasn't for hard years, he wouldn't have gone through it. So we 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 have to give kudos to the older heads.
Yes.
Yes. Or
And
upbringing. Yes.
Yeah.
When as we go through our different stages of maturity, the relationships we build with people, social, intimate, educational, whatever it is,
Yeah.
at some point, people will influence you. You'll be influenced. And whether it's to be in the social setting of keeping up with the Joneses or wanting to aspire to something like somebody else, other people will say to you, but Denise, that's not what you're to do. They see it.
Mhm.
Somebody will say, but Denise, what you are doing is not for you. And you'll say, well, this is what I want to do. And they will tell
Mhm.
you, I don't think it is wise. And you
Yeah.
will still go ahead and you'll forge ahead
Mhm.
with the intention of accomplishing that particular thing.
Yes.
And when it
Right.
breaks down, you realize what they were saying.
What
But
they were actually saying.
because of our tunnel vision,
Yeah.
we only see straight ahead. And people in
Mhm.
general do not like when people oppose. We don't like when somebody says to us, that's not it.
Yeah.
We feel that you're supposed to
Yeah.
be in agreement with us, and that's
Mm-hmm.
not the right way. That's not how it is
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah, I
You
think.
must have somebody who can say, you're forming the fool.
Yeah.
If you don't
Yes.
have that kind of person, you're in the wrong
Yeah,
group
because if
of
you have
people.
people going to tell you just what you want to hear and not
Yeah.
what you
Here,
need
yes.
to hear,
Need to hear.
that's yeah,
Absolutely.
that's when you have
Absolutely.
problems.
And if they say to you don't and you go ahead, they will just watch the cart run down the hill, and what
I
can
gotta
they do
grab
at
you.
that point? It's like me in the drum pan. Me tell you now, me used to love when they roll me in a drum pan.
Yes.
Yeah? Me love going to the drum and then push me and me just go over and over. Love it.
That's
Sometimes,
crazy.
and when some of the drum pan them kind of have a
Rust. Like them.
red rust look when they
Yes.
come out. Me and the drum pan look alike, but
Yes.
some people are like that. Some people are like that. They want to know that this is what I want, this is what I'm thinking, and I must accomplish
Have
it.
it. Yes.
And it will come out,
I know.
but sometimes it break down so badly, nobody can even help you. You have to
Right.
just figure your way out of it.
Figure out your way out by yourself. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes people do need to make those mistakes for themselves
To learn.
because yes,
True.
that's how they learn.
Mhm.
Because if
True thing.
it's just smooth sailing, okay. Because honestly, sometimes not all things that you say to people is good for them. But until they go through whatever they're going through and see the mistakes for themselves, that's when the lesson is planted.
Here,
Yes.
Sheriff says,
Absolutely.
I was a real tomboy. I remember riding a fixed wheel bicycle down Dumfries Hill in St. Thomas. Got the scar on my knees as a reminder.
Wow.
It's to me.
Oh, Lord.
My
Poor
knee
Ryan.
can tell some tales and write some stories about how me used to climb up, stick my toe in grandpa's banana tree. Like we use what you call it, some sticks, and we bore hole in the banana tree, hold on the banana limb, and stick with toe in there. And then when we go up as far as we could, the banana tree just come down. So I was the aeroplane. Listen to me. The banana tree just come down. Ooh, cause the banana tree can't take our weight. And we are talking about aeroplane. And I realized that it's the man bananas that he's gonna sell to the banana board. Listen.
Oh God.
Oh no, we can pick me. Oh Lord.
No, sir.
Sharon Bonfire best story is the fridge story. Me say the day she wrote that story and I read it, I laughed till I cried.
She said you're a plane on your bottom.
Oh Lord.
Aeroplane.
It's so crazy.
But for me, in my family, my grandmother was a Christian woman. Daddy wasn't a Christian, but her children also. And, we would have to get up on a Sunday morning and go church and thing. And my neighbor, Jean, her father had sent out a chopper bicycle. So it was me, Jean, Sandra, Sophie. We are riding in them backyard. When we tell you about a pure orange yellow pan in orange tree in our backyard, Now ask me. A long time I do wheelie,
We still can't believe
So
the lady did
one
was like
Sunday
that.
morning, one Sunday morning, me get up, and Zip's gone up there with the hope that me would get a quick ride and come back to the house because the house is right there and get ready for church. Me get carried away. We up there ride through Orange Grove, a wheelie and thing. I mean, as I said, time gone. Sunday morning, when we hear a nice voice, Auntie Joy call, Denise, because usually on a Sunday morning, sometime Auntie Joy would do some nice chocolate tea and make like corned beef sandwich, bully beef sandwich and thing, and something breakfast ready. Not thinking that, you're a picnic. Me know say you're not figure, but me not think them are gonna beat me nice Sunday morning.
Beating have no
So,
special day, lady D.
me hear me name a
Church
call,
morning.
and me swear say a breakfast now, and me run down, and Auntie Joy stand up on the veranda with her hand behind her. Me pick me naive, me run down here, me with my bright self. Auntie Joy, breakfast ready. She said breakfast ready, and she pull out from behind her one little belt. Whap, 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 and me a skip, whap, whap. Where you going up on Miss Gladys' yard so early for?
No, sir.
Right?
Oh
No,
my God, that's so
what
funny.
about me a skip on veranda, me a skip, and she a slash me all the way through the hall, right round to back porch. And mama, as always, mama, she not beat, she only a talk. She said, where you going up here, Miss Gladys, so early for? Mama, one of them, highly recognized lady in the community, JP and this and that. And so, hi, me get me breakfast, at least them never punish me with food. And me eat me corned beef and bread and drink me chocolate tea and go get
With
myself
tears
ready.
in your eyes.
Hello. When me look down from my foot, what part I belt did connect in my flesh, there me see one little welt.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, just some things. And
Oh
yes,
my God.
we can talk about our childhood, but as adults, we do and have made mistakes.
Oh yeah.
And some of us
Yes.
hard to learn, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like mistake is just saying, hi, come on over. We, we can't seem to help ourselves
Yes.
ever into something. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that as the days go by, we will realize that for some of us, it's just time to
Yeah.
settle down
And we're never too old to learn.
and change the course. And change
Absolutely.
Here,
Mhm.
Never too.
Novlin say, all in church, mama beat bottom. Oh dear, me never get no beat in a church though. But I'm sure there are some parents who never care.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
They never care.
In the way
Wherever
they get the
the
whopping.
punishment to happen,
Oh, you
it can
get
happen.
your ears ring. Like,
That-
hold on, put your ears.
No,
Ring
man,
it,
mama,
yeah.
mama used to do the comb. When mama take her palm and just comb, do you want rake in your head? It better she beat you. Because you feel tears come same time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But
Working at your ears.
yeah.
They're working their ears. That's another one. Yes.
Yes.
But we talk about our childhood a lot because for many of us, it has helped to shape us, reshape us.
Absolutely.
How Navlin, if you ever have the experience, she pinched too.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I saw Ryan put something about face blue and
I'm thinking maybe it's his one of those emojis, but it's not coming out.
It's not showing up.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sorry,
Got you.
Okay.
Because I'm here thinking that he went to the bathroom and painted up the bathroom blue face, pink face, purple face, orange
Yeah.
face.
Because he is here popping with laughter. I guess we too much feed this morning. But yes, hard years. Carol said, so true. My mother called me to stand at the altar till church over.
That's punishment. That's punishment.
Maximum that. A maximum sentence that. Maximum sentence.
This one up at the altar, that not so bad. You can imagine if she didn't kneel down at the altar for the whole service. Oh my gosh.
But I had shared on this platform already that a former co-worker of mine, her sister, they were raised in the country somewhere. I don't remember where, but her sister's duty was to empty the chimney a morning time. And this particular morning, they were going on their school trip. So, she get up, she excited and forgot. And her mother didn't do a better thing. So she gone school, and everybody out line up and thing. And the mother show up with a brown paper bag and come and hand it to her and say, you forget this. She thought that mama must prepare extra something for her to carry. And she handed her the brown paper bag. And in it was the chamber pot with the urine.
Oh
Jesus,
gosh,
no, that kind of
that's
too
real
extreme.
extreme.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that kind of
Some
extreme.
some kind of
But
punishment
Yeah.
but
that they
I
did now.
remember I remember my grandparents went to a funeral, and you know when I think about it, the chances that they used to take back in those days, I was left at home, and because they didn't want to take me to this funeral, so I was at the
Oh,
house, and me have me swing, because grandpa put make a nice swing on the almond tree right in front of me. Swing till me tired. Me eat me Sunday dinner, and me swing till me tired. But you remember chiffon butter
yes, man.
and
Yes.
how it is
I used to
nice?
love chiffon.
Grandma
Mm-hmm. I did
leave
love chiffon.
grandma leave the chiffon butter and the cream crackers on the table, because we never have any fridge at the time to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So she leave it on the table, so it nice and soft, and the crackers there. So I was out there swinging, tired, and me come in, come drink water, and then me see the butter and the crackers. So me take out one, dip
Crackers.
it in the butter, and
It
eat it,
tastes
and
good.
run go back. Before I got on that swing, it's like me run back because it was so good,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept doing that. I kept doing. You see, by the time me realized the crackers, I must say two leave in the butter.
So Jackie, and please tell me it wasn't the only pack of crackers left.
And the only pack of
Yeah.
crackers was
Okay.
Are you eating up, Jackie?
Mm-hmm.
me never remember getting a beating for that. But grandma come in, and when at night time they have the little tea or little something now she look, and then I would get some of that now at that time when they come
Yes.
in and I make the tea now for us to go to bed. We get like a chocolate tea and eat crackers also. Listen to me, not a crackers was there.
Jackie,
But you're lucky
yeah.
you never get no beating for it.
I never remember getting any beating for that.
Mhm.
But grandma did make sure express herself.
So Noveline says, my auntie did me this. I missed school for a week. The embarrassment was too much. Oh, Jesus. Carol said, oh, Jesus, can I testify about the chimney? It was saved
till I got
till
home
I
from
got home
school.
from school. And as me say, evening
Evening
splash.
splash.
Oh my God. Uniform face and all. I never forgot that again. She threw it on you, Carol.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, grandparents were
Oh my
horrible.
goodness.
I think I got dosed before too as a child. I'm trying to remember. I think I got dosed as a child too.
Oh no, we never get
But
those.
yes, but I think I got dosed with it for wetting the bed. Because it was a pee bed.
Right.
And I think they wet me up with it for, because
Oh
of pee
my
bed.
gosh.
Yeah, grandparents sometimes, I'm saying that they could be very cruel back then. They were very
Carol, oh
extreme,
my God.
I should say. Maybe not
When
cruel,
we
but
wake up,
extreme.
we wake up one morning, and of course during the night we get up and use the chimney. But when I got up in the morning to take out the chimney, there was no urine in it.
So wait there.
The chimney had a hole, and the enamel chimney, the chimney had a hole, and you know when you have it on the wood floor, the urine drip down in and they through the crack. On the wood floor.
Crack, yes.
Sorry, Jackie. So it not smell of, oh dear.
Not tell you, I never have to go wipe. Because me take out the chimney, I tell grandma say, me don't know where the pee gone. And grandma said, make me see it. And grandma said, that's a hole in that chimney.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because his father, man.
So they put the chimney together with some enamel mugs that we didn't have. And so I want man take them and go solder it.
Solder them, yes.
Yeah, so the chimney come back with one
Cher
patch
said-
honey.
Here says disappearing pea. You could write the tale of the disappearing pea.
Yikes! And then I have to go clean, wipe up the floor, wipe the place, and so on.
Lovely, so the Jimmy came to school.
But that's just wrong, though.
Yes, that's wrong.
Lord.
No, that's kind of
Our
extreme.
parents back then, especially grandparents, were just extreme.
It really came to. No, that's
They were
kind of
extreme.
extreme. Oh my goodness, no.
Oh, poor princess. Princess said, Lord, my belly, you know, kill me.
Kill me.
But princess, you should have a whole heap of story around a Deacon Golding. What is this story that's about? Because all of us. But I can tell you, I think me did tell you one time that me did get. Yeah. Sometimes, you have friends. Hold on, Sherry said my granny. My granny was a terrorist.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus. No, man. But as Jackie says, even though we're hard ears, there are just some things we have to experience.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the experiences, you can't help to, counsel anybody, share stories.
True.
Innately, we don't want to go through nothing rough, right? Everybody want things easy, but that's not
Smooth and nice
that's
and
not
flowy,
real.
yeah.
It's not
No.
realistic. We are gonna
Not
have.
at all.
I remember too. I think I did. We went to festival. They have the regional festival competitions. So all the schools in St. Anne would come to Marcus Garvey High School to present their festival piece, and then they would choose the winner from that. And then that winner would go on to the national finals or whatever they had. So the teacher now chartered a bus to take us to St. Anne's Bay from a Free Hill where we lived. But there was no arrangement for us to get back home. The bus was just to take us there. There was no arrangement for us to get back home. So we go a festival in our long frock and we maxi frock, and we never win nothing. We sing, but we never get through to any finals or whatever. So we never have anything else to do for the day. The teacher never came back and said anything, what we should do, whatever. So we decided, okay, we're gonna go home. So somebody had a brilliant idea. Let's go down to Roxborough Beach. That's at St. Anne's Bay, right off the highway at St. Anne's Bay. Little picnic as us. Me say, when we think about it, look how my family could be crying. We had on just our uniforms, and we went out to Roxborough Beach, take off with clothes, put it on the almond tree on the sun, and all we had on as girls was our slip. The slip and our panties. We not even have on brassiere because we never have
nothing put in a brassiere, right?
So we had on our slip and up, and the boys them have on them brief. And it was about 5 or 6 of us. Let me tell you something. One boat, luckily a boat was tied up there, right on the water. We go on the boat, we jump, none of we can't swim. We jump off. When we stand up in the water, we had to be on our tippy toes because the water was up to here. So, and I mean, if we were standing flat, the water probably would have covered our face or something. But with tippy toe, and the water was like up to here. And we had jump. The water feel good. We had jump away, forget about time. This was from like about maybe 1, because we did like the first set, and then they called us back to do a second part. So this was like after 1. So we knew that we weren't gonna go through after that. So we had all that time. So it was from that time we left, go walk up along St. Anne's Bay, and then went over to the beach. And we didn't come back out to catch a bus to go back to Free Hill until way in the evening. Because when we got up to Free Hill, my grandfather was leaving his farm, which was close to the bus stop. Like his farm he had a farm below the bus stop. And when we got off, we could see them in the distance coming out through the shortcut from down at the farm. And the young lady that was living at the house with me, Gertie, we call her Claudette, we knew that we couldn't go catch them up because we're wet. Uniform wet because the slip on the panty, everything we have on wet. So let me tell you something. We start to walk slow, one step at a time.
I try
the uniform, and we walk slow so till night come down.
Yeah.
And when we reach up at the house, it was dark. Grandpa was sitting on the veranda waiting
I
because
wait.
we didn't even know that he saw us.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting ready to come for us. We didn't even realize that he saw us.
My
And he
goodness.
came and by now we uniform dry, but you know the salt, the pan you, the sea salt and the little sand, all you brush it off, you see the skin look white, and we hair mess up because we have natural hair. I think for our hair the press and the hair the pressing gone out our hair.
We were risque, man.
The
Yes.
pressing gone out
Yeah.
our hair.
Mhm.
Listen to me, man. We had to walk very, very timidly that evening. Any
I tell you.
little fake move, you get a slap.
Aye.
Any little fake move that evening there. You better watch what you do. Everything if you watch, you better wash up. Any homework to do, you better make sure it's done
Mm-hmm.
because we were walking on thin line that evening.
You see that? So here, Sherry, now, me have a little, so thanks for sharing, Jack. Me have a little boyfriend. The lady come up a school gate and scandalized me so bad, me couldn't go school for the rest of the week. Jesus.
Yeah, behind for school.
No mind
Why?
share.
Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh.
Hard yes, brother,
But
hard
but
yes.
Jackie, you were brave because I was not brave like that as a kid growing up because my grandmother never played. I'm telling you, she was a no nonsense person. So there are certain things I never thought of
You couldn't
doing, couldn't
even
even
try.
think it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I couldn't even try. I'm telling you, I grew up very sheltered, very
Yeah.
Oh
sheltered.
my goodness.
I never get all them exposure. Ride bicycle, do anything. The only thing I could find myself in there was a swing because I still love swing, and if me ever drop out there, it's a beating pan it same way.
Oh, no.
So if that
Hey,
I hid from.
hey,
Ah,
360 the dance all says, but those were the days when the
That's
only fear we had was getting home late. I tell
yes.
you,
Yes, that's
that
true.
is
Yes.
a fact.
That's a
Oh my
fact,
gosh.
dancer.
Yes, yes, yes. But I'd just like to remind you that the show is brought to you by Victoria Mutual Building Society, and they are located at on the 12th floor of 300 Cadman Plaza West. That is Pierpont Plaza, Brooklyn Heights, New York, 11201. That's a zip code. And if you'd like to visit their offices, you may call 347 344 5790. 347 344 5790. Natasha will be on with us sometime next month again, and
Okay.
that should be very good. But you know, people are still investing, purchasing, what have you, in Jamaica, and you can do your transactions right from here. They go through your
Yeah, that's a
documents,
relief.
and you know, disclosure is very important. You can't enter an arrangement with them and not share the full details. So there's so many variables to consider when you are entering these kinds of transactions. And you know, she even shared with us last month, 2 weeks ago, how you know the stories that she has heard from people, you know, buying who didn't draft a contract, all kinds of things. We went through that, and it was very, very interesting. And so I'd just like to remind you that they are our sponsors. Welcome, Dancehall 360. If you have not subscribed to the Inside the Zone with Lady D channel, I'm inviting you to do so. Remember, it not cost you nothing, it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
It's
Just
free.
tap, it's only a tap. So you just tap subscribe, then you'll see a bell. You're not putting no X beside it, though. You're just going to tap.
Yeah, ringing either.
Right. You just
And it
tap
doesn't
the
matter
bell.
what color you are or what color you
What color
represent.
you are. There you go. Hey, and which party you're affiliated to.
Oh,
So,
Lord.
yes, I'm asking you
Those
to subscribe.
days.
Those of you who are on and you have not yet subscribed, just subscribe and like this program as you're on it. Click like, and so it will, you know, the channel will start to be more visible to people. So I'm inviting you to do that. So take me up to 700. Once I get to 700, I'll feel better. Then I know I'm really on my way to 1,000.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So please like, subscribe, and share. What other stories? Anybody share anything else before we go?
Oh, and here's a friend of mine, Carrie Ann McLaren, is watching.
Hey, Carrie Ann.
Thanks for joining us, Carrie Ann.
And come on, Carrie Ann,
Please
subscribe.
subscribe and like, and please go back and watch some of the shows that we've done so far.
Yes.
I know you'll enjoy it.
You will laugh till your belly bust.
Hey, Carrie Ann, let me pop up her. Hey, here she is. Hey, Carrie Ann, nice having you. So please subscribe. Hortense dead with laugh, and then she said beside the bell, and then try the rest of the day if you get the ink off.
You know what kind of sweet though? When you drop and lick somewhere, lick it hard. I'm tell you, if you give him some sweet sugar and water. You must do something, and you go do it. You fall down, lick your head or something, and then say give you sweet sugar and water.
Let me tell you why me not drink out a yellow mug. So when you drop off Uncle Ken donkey.
Yes.
Right, me see the yellow mug over me. Somebody hold up my head. She come back to. And I mean, they put my mouth not open properly. The sugar and water all over me. Anyhow, thank you, Jesus. We're still here. Lordy mercy. You know, Carol, it's a great program. I'm late for work. Me gone. All right, Carol.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks
for joining.
I remembered leaving school early with my friends to catch the ferry to Port Royal. But upon our return, the last bus left us and we had to walk home to Olympic Gardens. When I got home, everybody take a piece off of me with my grandfather bed.
Everybody get a lick.
I told you that made a mistake. Oh my God.
When you do something that you're not supposed to do, and then for the whole day you get a flying lick. You back a corner, you get a lick. Bow, you run flying lick. You break a corner, you see grandma coming, and you see her with something in her hand, you dash. Because grandma lick, when she throw that thing, she's not gonna miss. There's something all bend the corner with you lick you. You understand?
And then as looking back now, you know, you're saying to yourself, boy, so many nuggets have we been able to take away from their lives and our experiences. And now we are in the throes of our life and trying to mentor people. And because of some of the things I used to do, I can spot them in people, you know. Spot them, and I'm like, oh no, that's not going to work for you. You know, I can spot them. And if you have good relationships, you can actually say it to somebody without them taking an offense, that kind of thing. You know, because some our people didn't know anything about tact. They didn't know about little grace here and there.
No, if that was the case, the lady wouldn't show up at school with the chimney in the bag.
Same so. They didn't. They just knew that you do something wrong, you forget punishment.
Yes,
especially if you're a picnic.
That's all it was.
You must be seen and not heard.
She says, "Stop, my belly."
Share belly and butter. By the way, Lady D, didn't we say we were going to end at 11 o'clock?
At 2 minutes. Let's wrap up.
Chatting sweet.
Yes. But I'm here also enjoying the pen relays.
Okay.
So, but everybody, we're glad Sonu could join us. And please come back next week. No, we would love to see you. No? Yes,
please
we want
subscribe, the new people. Please, we welcome you. We thank you for being here, and please subscribe, and like, and invite.
Share some mornings, even if we want to extend the show. Somebody said them have Omnicon, they want to go eat them breakfast. Them have figure.
We just make some nice what you call it?
We have to go study.
Go study. Eat book leaf. Go eat book leaf. I mean, just make some nice flitters before we start the show.
Oh, so you're
Me
gonna
make
have them
fritters,
now.
me make fritters last week when they never there.
I'm sure by the time I finish here, it's done. You know?
Yeah. But you know something, I don't do fry food much. You know, the
Well, we
fry
know,
food
so
a
you have
lot,
to
you
watch
know.
your waistline.
Aye. Sherry said me the other day, she said me look me young. Me say,
How war? Me, you know, because I'm eating all this book leaf, my poor brain, I have to go eat sometimes to keep the brain going.
Never
So,
check it.
Yes. Ryan said me did love to chat back. We realized that.
Me too.
oh my
The
God,
chat back. But
this
again,
has
it was
been
a good
good.
morning. Yes, we and you know what this does, this show, a lot of people will see us, right? They see you doing what you do, and they really don't know you,
True.
right? They take the position that they know you now. Fine.
Yeah.
They didn't know you when you're growing up. They didn't know you when you're in a high school, when you're this and that. And so they see you today and they'll take their own position as to and determine who you are.
Who you are.
But until they actually start talking to you or they hear you speak and hear like how we are sharing now, they might say, oh, but she not so bad.
Our
You
war.
know, all of us
That's true.
here.
That.
Yeah, all of us here. You don't know the troublesome side of me and thing. And even today, me still have trouble people. Me we just tease you like that. And I've learned how to take it myself. Because one time me would have ball when you tease me, you know, in a one temper.
I
Our
used to be
war.
like that too.
Yeah, when
Me
you
too.
tease me,
I would
you would
cry.
have take it so personal and get bent out of shape, man. Well, me telling you, so me did fight one time, but because she did come up in my face. I
Our
mean,
war.
they move me from my school.
What? It was that bad?
No, remember me share that when I was going to Chapelton Primary,
Yes.
and then they moved me back to Penance, and the
Yeah.
teacher never did teach me good, and me was depressed.
Yes.
And then so when I Inverdale did come and trouble me, you know.
That one next day show because me did
And
fight
me
one
did
girl and when we finished fight her, she never showed back at school and to this day I've never seen her.
well, the time when Sonia did give me bitch lick, and me did lick her back. I frightened lick though, and we end up at.
You see what I did bad? Oh my
Bad.
God. Oh,
Anyhow,
oh my
Gonna eat me
God.
tea.
yes, what me talk about.
Uh-huh. Okay, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
Me gonna
Andrea
eat me
says she used
tea.
to be stush. That's true. They say me used to be stush. That are Andrea. So then she's stush. But anyway, we'd like to thank you all for being here this morning. And so we are going done now.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. You all made the show a pleasure. I mean, I started it out on my own. There's absolutely no way me one could have pulled off some of what we pull off here. But you know, I've done monologues, you know, in drama settings, and I'm good like that. But for certain things, you need help.
Yes.
Yes, at the times,
You
yeah.
need help. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. And King, what dance also now? Lady D, me never know you was a bad girl. You see,
Was
I know.
Tori, come to
Come
bump.
to bump.
But again, it's a blessing. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend and try to be safe. We'll all try to do the same. We love you.
Yes.
We're out.
Au revoir.
Blessing.
I got a
Right.
mortgage customized to fit me